Okay, this is my review on the HDMI HD video and audio capture card PCI-Express Mini 720p. This capture card is known by different names. It may be listed under Timeleak HD72A capture device, 762H, or YK762H. This capture card has a lot of different names, and the reason for that is I think that they just rebrand it to try to reach different markets. With this capture card, you can record your camcorder or perhaps your video game console. You are able to get video and audio over the HDMI input. It was tested and works with Windows 7 64-bit. What you get in the box is one PCI-Express Mini capture card. You get a CD with generic software. I'll talk about that. You also get a low-profile rear piece so that you can install it in a computer that is low-profile with like a smaller space inside. And you get folded paper instructions. Okay, I'm going to talk about the pluses of this item. When I was looking for a capture card, I was looking for something that works and that's inexpensive. I didn't want it to be too cheap or it wouldn't work for my needs. And I actually found something that works for me. I'm putting this video out there in hopes that it'll help people make a decision on this particular card that's out there. You'll find it on discount websites and on eBay. Okay, the pluses. First of all, the price is really good for this card when you compare it to other comparable products in terms of its base performance. The price is $60 shipped. You could easily spend between $130 up to $180. So in comparison, I think this is a very good deal. The card actually has good video quality and it actually has good audio quality as well. There's no delay in the video or audio if your settings are set up correctly. I noticed sometimes that the software incorporates a delay for whatever reason. So make sure that you set that to 0 so that there's no delay in your video or audio. You can capture still images well. You are able to record video input, and you can also stream the video input to popular websites. It does capture 1280 by 720. That's known as 720p at 60 frames per second. I believe the technical speed is 59 frames per second. This particular card has an HDMI pass-through, so you can plug in another monitor on the second HDMI port that it has. That's going to lead into my next point. Let's go over to the minuses of this card. The pass-through quality is not good. I noticed it had some blockiness to it, some pixelation, perhaps you might describe it as that. It doesn't have built-in support for popular streaming services or the ability to share your content, so don't expect those higher-end features. You definitely want to pay more if you're looking for that. You do need to find software that works with this. What it comes with is just off the shelf, very generic. It's not going to be helpful for most people. It just will basically show you that it works. What I discovered is I was limited in the resolution that I could use, 720p, also known as 1080i. Actually, that's exactly what I wanted, so it works great for my needs, but if other people need to output into different resolutions, then this might not work for you well. One of the major issues I had was that I was actually getting a blue screen of death crash when I used this capture card with OBS, which is Open Broadcaster Software, and that's the software that Twitch recommends for you to use. It's a free software that you can download. The preview worked just fine, So I was able to stream the preview and everything. But actually, when I actually got down to it and started streaming, after a random amount of time, could have been like 10 minutes later or 20 minutes later, it would crash, and consistently. So I just could not get it. I changed settings. I looked up troubleshooting online, and I could never get it to work right. So that's kind of disappointing, but I'm working around it. Another compatibility problem with this is Vlc Player. You can get the video input, but there is no sound. For whatever reason, it just doesn't recognize an audio device. And I'm going to list this as a minus, that the card is an internal card. You have to use it with a mini PCI slot and install it. I'm sure other people would want to use USB, just plug it in, maybe take it to another computer. So I'm just going to say that it works great for my needs, but may not for others. Let's move on to final notes. I purchased this on eBay from a claimed USA seller, but I believe the seller was somebody who originated outside of the country. So be careful for that, but I did receive the product in a timely manner. I didn't have any issues. Something I noticed is that the capture card can appear to be like a webcam in some software, or it might look like a capture card, or it might just list it under Timeleak. System requirements aren't listed, but they're probably in line with other capture cards, which is an Intel Core 2 Duo processor, 4 gigs of RAM, and a pretty good graphics card. Like this video if it was helpful. I hope this helps other people make a decision about this capture card. Thanks for watching.